I'm proud to be an American, and I don't know the rest of the words, but that's okay, because today I am proud of our president. It is no secret that I voted for President Trump, and this is one of the reasons that I did, because for the first time in many, many years, we have a president that is willing to back up what he says and to follow through and make sure that everybody knows that America, even though we stand for peace, we are not going to sit back and just let people take advantage of our kindness. And when we say we're going to do something, we're going to do it. I kind of think of it like this. If you have a kid and you keep telling that kid, hey, if you don't stop, I'm going to come over there and spank your butt. You know what? Do it again. Okay, see, you're going, ooh, you pushing it now. After a while, your kid's going to get the message that, yeah, those are all idle threats. And for the last 8 years or so, the rest of the countries have gotten that message. Every time we say we were going to do something and didn't do it, they said, okay, we could push it a little further. North Korea, completely off the chain. Russia, out of control. Syria, out of control. Iran, getting out of control. It's ridiculous. And what President Trump did yesterday sent a serious message to everybody, letting them know, we will do everything we can to live in peace with everybody, but we will not be taken advantage of. And I'm going to tell you, people don't realize that we have to respond. We have to do something. If we don't do something up front, it's going to be way worse later on the back end. If we would have stopped North Korea 8 years ago, before they developed nuclear weapons, we wouldn't have to sit back and tiptoe around them right now, or go through China and be like, please, China, help us. We let them become a mess. And if we don't deal with it now, think about it 8 years from now, when they sitting on nuclear weapons that can reach the United States. And people might later on say, well, Trump's a hothead. Whoever the president would have been needs to stop this now, because we're dealing with people or countries or dictators that if they gather the opportunity to really hit us where it hurt, they will. And we cannot be soft and allow that to happen. Now, concerning this decision, it was very, very smart and strategic. He did it when China was visiting, and that's going to send a subconscious message that, hey, y'all need to do something with North Korea, because it is totally in our best interest to stop them from developing nuclear weapons, because they are threatening our allies, and eventually they've made it clear that they want to threaten us. So it's going to put the pressure on China, because one, they're going to know we'll do something to stop this from continuing. And two, the question becomes, China, are y'all really willing to go to war over North Korea not being in control? They're like that little brother that you got to go, hey, look, man, you messing it up for all of us. Would you chill out? So it sends that message to them, but then it also puts a cork in this whole Russia collusion theory, because nothing about that decision makes anybody think that Donald Trump was colluding with Russia. If he was, that relationship just got destroyed, because he just threw a fork in that whole situation. He let them know, hey, we're going to give y'all time enough to prepare, but we are going to do something about this situation. So that puts them on notice. But then it also puts another cork in this whole, oh, Donald Trump hates Muslims. If he hated Muslims so much, he would have said, well, what this got to do with me? I mean, look, I don't care if he killed all of his people. It showed them, and it showed everybody else, that he is not anti-Muslim. He's just wise, and he is not going to allow us to be taken advantage of because we want to be humanitarians. And we can do that other ways, like what we did, and also setting up refugee camps in their own country. In fact, I was looking at a CNN interview today of someone from Syria praising Donald Trump, and you could tell the lady got real uncomfortable, because she tried to let Hillary Clinton. She's like, well, some say that, like, for example, there's some criticism. Let me play a clip of Hillary Clinton. And she was on some stage talking about, well, it's great that he did something about this, but why do something about this? And what about the kids coming over here and banning refugees? And the guy was like, look, in all due respect, we don't even want to come there. We want to stay in our own country. We just want him to help us set up some refugee camps and keep us safe. And the CNN anchor woman, she started getting uncomfortable. You know, I was expecting them to all of a sudden come up with some quote unquote technical difficulties because he wasn't responding like she thought he would. You know, but she let him finish, and he was letting her have it, and Hillary and all the other critics. He was like, look, man, what he did was great. We're not looking to be relocated. We want to stay in our own country. So for all those critics out there talking about, oh yeah, we know what's best for the Syrians, we don't. They know what's best for them. And I'm sick of politicians that for political purposes are just trying their best to, you know, tell the American public that we got this. We know what's best for them. And anybody who's against that they're just inhumane and they're racist and no, it has nothing to do with that. And so it's going to be kind of interesting to see going forward after all of this kind of die down, how the Democrats and the liberal media try to reintroduce the whole Russian propaganda again. Because even though Democrats and liberal media hate Donald Trump because he's getting so much praise right now, some of them had to eat it and say it was a good decision, and it almost looked like their face hurt when they had to say, yeah, it's good that he did that. Yeah, I mean, they just do not want to give him props, but for now, it's kind of ironic that the attitude coming from a lot of the liberal news stations have changed, and nobody's bringing up the Russian thing anymore for now. So it'll be interesting on how they try to reintroduce that. But I am proud that what he did was smart. It was calculated. It was unexpected, which is good. And he limited the casualties, and he made sure that it was done in a way that it would not escalate due to accidentally hitting Russian soldiers or planes. They warned them. I mean, this was a clean, precise military operation that sends a strong message that America's back. So therefore, I end this broadcast with proud to be an American. I really got to learn the words. Maybe I should just go with I live in America, hand in hand, nation to nation. Anyway, peace.